Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is an additional episode of the Matthew Rayburn Show. It's Sunday. It's after church. So what does that mean? The Matthew Rayburn Show! Oh, my goodness gracious. I am so excited. I'm so stoked. I'm so thankful that you are here with me live on Facebook. And I'm also recording this on Anchor.fm. If you'd like to be a sponsor of the Matthew Rayburn Show, please comment down below or direct message me, or I'll contact you because I want your business too. Hopefully you're having a great day. God bless you. God bless America. Let's kind of brush over what we're going to talk about today. Well, we got some illegal baloney. Don't open umbrellas indoors. It's redundant. We got some Bible reading to do, and I mean that to be serious because there's some elucidating that needs to be done, and a lot of that can be accomplished with a quality relationship with Jesus Christ. So thank you so much once again for joining me here on the Matthew Rayburn Show. Guys, I'm recording on live.fm if you're ever confused about why I segment these things and why they're segmented like they are. Once again, welcome. If you're watching live, you get to watch a little extra of the Matthew Rayburn Show. You get to hear a little bit of extra on the Matthew Rayburn Show. Let us do this segment. Guys, you got to use your words. You're going to lose your words. It's quite serious. Matt, what do you mean? I speak English, and I assume you do too. It's a vast language. It's a beautiful language. It's an accumulation of a lot of different words. A lot of different languages, specifically. Today's word of the day is elucidate. Elucidate is the word of the day. It's a verb. Matt, how do you spell elucidate? E-L-U-C-I-D-A-T-E. Elucidate. What does it mean? Elucidate means to make something that is hard to understand clear or easy to understand. The situation in Ukraine needs to be elucidated. Matt, can you do that? No. Can you? Comment down below. I don't believe you can. Because it's quite complicated. Are the Russians the 100% bad guys? Well, our local media and propaganda says so. Wink! And also, Ukraine is known to be so corrupt, but now they're the 51st state. I'm confused. I need to be elucidated about that. Elucidate is the word of the day. Use this word today. I challenge you to use this word today. It's a beautiful word. I will try to elucidate my thoughts about any situation in the future. My thoughts I would like to share. I'd like to share my opinions liberally. Elucidate. Once again, E-L-U-C-I-D-A-T-E. Elucidate. Guys, I love you. I love you so much. I love that word, elucidate. Have you elucidated recently? Explained something that's complex and whittled it down to something simple so that you can explain it better? Did you elucidate? You should have. I don't know what that was. Comment down below. You got to celebrate life, and it's easy to do so when you go to nationaldaycalendar.com. National Day, March 13th, 2022. It's daylight savings time. Oh my goodness gracious, do I hate this time of year. Why, Matt? Are you grouchy? Did you lose sleep? No. I did drink too much coffee this morning because I woke up super early because I didn't want to be late for church, because I didn't want to be confused about what time it was, because apparently time is relative because the government can decide what time it is. Matt, what do you mean? We're not an agrarian culture. We're not going home to work on the farm anymore. We don't need that extra hour of daylight. We need to be able to conduct business properly throughout the entire country. We need to be able to conduct business properly throughout the entire world. When somebody calls you an hour early or an hour late, it's hard to do business that way because you got to get things done, right? Come on now. Daylight savings time, my foot. They say that the most car accidents, the most heart attacks, and the most hospital visits are on this day. Messed up. Daylight savings time is not one of my favorite things. If I ever ran for office, I would run on the platform of getting rid of daylight savings time. Let's move forward. Got a little angry there. Why, Matt? Why? Because I'm so resentful towards things that are stupid. I'm so resentful towards the concept that time is relative. What do you mean? Are you watching the Matthew Rayburn Show right now? Yes, you are. Are you listening? Yes, you are. How long does it take? It doesn't matter because time is relative. It's weird. It's just weird. It's also National Open an Umbrella Indoors Day. Do you like to challenge superstitions? I do. National Open an Umbrella Indoors Day on March 13th annually is a national science experiment of sorts. Open an umbrella indoors and pay attention to whether or not you suffer any bad luck. One often wonders how superstitions pass from one generation to the next. One such old superstition says that opening your umbrella indoors will bring you bad luck. The day encourages you to test the superstition and note if any bad luck happens to you. While you're at it, document the kinds of bad luck. Perhaps it isn't bad luck at all. Maybe it's just happenstance. And it's just things that are happening to you that would have happened regardless whether you have opened the umbrella or not. While umbrellas have been around for over 3,000 years, the origin of the superstition is strangely obscure. There is some suggestion that ancient Egyptians thought it offended the gods to open an umbrella where there was already shade. However, the more modern version of the superstition would suggest bad things happen as a result of poor timing or inconvenience. Interesting. Oh, wow, we got a delicious one here. Do you love coconut? I love coconut. I love cake. Do you love cake? National Coconut Torte Day. National Coconut Torte Day on March 13th recognizes a rich dessert featuring the decadent flavor of coconut and decorating with it too. Coconut lovers may enjoy this holiday savoring the delicious taste of this rich dessert. The word Torte in German literally means cake. You go enjoy a coconut torte today. I love life. I love my audience. I love my show. I love my God. I love my country. And I got a lot of love, and I like to spread it around. Okay. Biddy boo bow wow, ba-da-doo. Weird news. I love news and I love weird things, and it creates my favorite segment of the Matthew Rayburn Show, Weird News. If you go to coasttocoastam.com, you can also read this article. Headline: 230 pounds of bologna seized at border in pair of bizarre smuggling busts. A pair of bizarre smuggling busts at the U.S.-Mexico border yielded a whopping 230 pounds of bologna that travelers had attempted to sneak into the country. Detailed in an announcement by U.S. Customs and Border Protection, the initial incident occurred on February 25th at the Bridge of America's port of entry in El Paso when officers stopped an American couple who were returning home in two separate cars. Strange. Weird. That's why it stoked suspicion. Upon inspecting the first vehicle, cops uncovered several, quote, rolls of prohibited pork bologna, end quote, that the man said he was being paid to import into the United States. The case became even more complex when it was determined that the duo constituted something of a clandestine cold-cut convoy. That was fun to read. As even more of the deli meat was discovered in the second car. Ultimately, police seized a jaw-dropping 110 pounds of bologna from the couple, who were promptly fined for, quote, failure to declare commercial quantities, end quote, of the meat. Strangely enough, however, that was not the only such tasty case to recently occur, as just 3 days later, the Santa Teresa border crossing in New Mexico, agents caught an American man trying to enter the country with a staggering 120 pounds of the delicious sandwich staple in the form of 13 undeclared rolls of the prohibited pork product. All told, authorities took possession of an astounding 230 pounds of illegal bologna. While some may find the incidents amusing and weird, wink, an official from Customs and Border Protection stressed that the busts were no laughing matter. Quote, people will sometimes make light of these seizures, but there is nothing funny about these failed smuggling attempts, Hector Mancha said. Quote, the importation of unregulated pork products has the potential to introduce foreign animal diseases which can be detrimental to our nation's agriculture industry, end quote. That's quite serious, severe, interesting, fascinating, and weird. Weird news. To that end, lest one think that all of the seized bologna would been eaten up by Border Patrol officers. The agency indicated that was sadly not the case. And in fact, the meat was, quote, destroyed, end quote, by way of incineration. They burned it up, which would presume smelled rather delicious. Weird news. I love that segment. It's very funny. Okay. That's how I speak sometimes when I'm in between segments. It gets weird. It's always a good idea to read the Bible, and today's passage comes from Ecclesiastes 3, verses 1 through 8. Let's read together. This is the King James Version. To everything there is a season and a time, every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up what was planted, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up, a time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather the stones together, a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get, and a time to lose, a time to keep, and a time to cast away, a time to rend, and a time to sow, a time to keep silent, and a time to speak, a time to love, and a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. Now, it's deep and not deep at the exact same time. What I mean to say is, duh, of course, but we take things way off the charts with the amount of mourning that we do, with the amount of eating that we do, with the amount of sharing that we do, with the amount of loving that we do, because you gotta, it's multifaceted and complex, and I mean to elucidate, wink, this passage with more wisdom. So then I go further into the Bible. Proverbs 1, verse 7, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. What do you mean, Matt? Well, when is it time to go to war? When is it time to weep? When is it time to laugh? When is it time to kill? You need to know, because that's life. You need to know because you want to be correct. You want to be wise. You want to be helpful. You don't want to be part of the problem. You want to be part of the solution. So therefore, you need the wisdom and the knowledge to do so, to decipher life correctly, so that you can help others elucidate their problems. Don't you love that word of the day? It's fantastic. Once again, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So it doesn't mean being afraid, like fear, like, oh no, don't kill me. No. It means respect. So we can use the word, the respect of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Do you understand that God is real? Do you understand that you weren't created? Sorry, you were created, of course. But I mean to say is you didn't choose to be created. You didn't have the conscious choice to become alive. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. You don't want to be foolish. You want to embrace wisdom. You want to embrace instruction so that you can correct your actions, so that you can move forward in the correct direction. Let's read another verse. Because if you don't have any wisdom, where does it come from? It comes from God. James 1, verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, which means to keep. He gives out wisdom liberally. And it shall be given unto him that asks for it. Now, I added a little caveat at the end, but I'm going to read it verbatim. How about that? If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth, I can read, wink, and it shall be given unto him. Ask God for wisdom, and you'll get that wisdom. Okay? So if you're having trouble deciding when is it a time to get and when is it a time to lose, is there a season for everything? Yes, there is a season for everything. So right now we got a season of war. We have a season of confusion. We have a season of resentment. We have a season of weak leadership. We have a season of broken families. But that's also individual, micro, as well as macro. But microly as well as macroly, small picture, big picture, good things are happening. Babies are being born. People are falling in love. People are eating better. People are thinking clearer. But at the same time, there's other people that are fear-filled, people that are godless, people that are anti-family. So what do you mean, Matt? You need wisdom to decipher through all the complexities, all the intricacies of life. You need to do that because, once again, you want to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. You don't want to run around with your hair on fire, acting like a fool because you can't control your thoughts and you can't control your emotions. So if you understand that everything has a season, then you need to understand how long that season should be, and you need the wisdom to get it, and you get that wisdom from the Lord Jesus Christ. Matt, are you a pastor? Are you a preacher? No, I'm a man of God, and the cup runneth over. So I try to put as much God and love and kindness and beauty in my life, in my heart, so therefore it comes out of my mouth. The abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. So what you're hearing right now is what I've been trying to put in. I've been trying to put in respect. I've been trying to put in love and kindness. And so what I say is pray for your leaders because they don't seem that wise right now. It's a real thing. We got a problem going on in Ukraine. No one knows who the good guy is and the bad guy is. Well, Matt, it's the Russians. They're blowing things up. Right? No, I got it. But that's true. You know, Putin bad. But at the same time, it's like, Ukraine good? I don't know. Is it? We got those biolabs that are over there that Marco Rubio has. I'm not going to get like that. But we know that there are biolabs over there that have been funded by American tax dollars. I don't know why. Do you know why? Comment down below. We need to be elucidated about why that is there. So fascinating, so interesting, heavy and complex. Like geopolitical politics. How's China going to react? What's going to happen in Taiwan? What are gas prices going to do? Matt, I'm freaking out. You're stressing me out. I know, I got it. Me too. Yada, yada, yada. Go to God. Where does wisdom come from? God. Where does love come from? God. Where does a sound mind come from? God. Matt, how do I know what God's saying? Read the Bible. Also, gain a community. Gain a family of believers. Go to church. It's so important for our community. It's so important for your life. It's so important for our relationship with each other. It's a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing, and it's totally needed. I love you. I love life, and I want people to benefit from the lives they're living. And once again, let's read Proverbs 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but the fools despise wisdom and instruction. So if you find yourself having resentment and disagreement towards authority when you kind of know that they're right, but you want to be right, you're a fool. And that's not correct. And so you need to be able to respect the Lord, understand that He is the God of the cosmos that chose to create you for a purpose. You, and you over there, and you over there. God bless you. Seriously. We need wisdom, and it comes from God. We need wisdom more than ever. It's incredible. I mean, you just turn on the TV, and you're like, fool, disgusting, gross, get it out of my life. Man, you're talking kind of vaguely and open. Yeah, well, I know. But if it hits a note, comment down below. If this hits a certain twang to you, okay, comment down below. Guys, I love you. Jesus loves you. My heart's filled with love. I want to spread that love and spread that kindness. Anyways, Matthew Evans Show, right? Live and raw, Matthew Evans Show. Guys, you're so kind. You're so beautiful. I am so in love with my audience. I am so in love with where my life is going. I'm so thankful for my problems because I can become stronger. I'm so thankful for the outside pressures of life because they're making me stronger. I want to help you become stronger too. I want to help elucidate, word of the day, I want to help elucidate the complex situations that are going on around us. I just want to have a modicum amount of wisdom. I just want to have an abundance amount of love. I just want to share my life with others. Not necessarily like this dark, deep secrets that no one really cares and no one needs to know about. No, blah, blah, blah. We all got them, so we don't need to talk about it. It's like a belly button. We all got them, and we don't really want to see it. Unless, well, there's cases on when belly buttons are kind of cute, but that's weird. Wink. Anyway, but I'm serious. About loving. I'm serious about my audience. I'm serious about growing the show. I'm serious about you commenting down below. I'm serious about you being on the show. I'm serious about future sponsors. I'm so thankful. I'm so loving life, and I'm so thankful that you're here. God bless you. God bless America. Okay. God bless Ukraine. God bless Russia. God, what? We all need blessings. We don't need blessings. Yes. We all need blessings. God, I love life. God, I love my audience. God, I love my show. Thank you so much for providing it to me. Thank you so much for providing the life that I'm living. Thank you so much once again, Lord Jesus Christ. Matthew Rayborn Show! I love you guys. Seriously, guys, I'm starving. I got some chicken tacos in the crock pot. Lime juice, cumin, coriander, hot sauce, love. I love love, right? I love chicken, and make some spicy chicken love tacos. Guys, have a beautiful day. Comment down below. Love you.